Hey, what is good, my fellow crypto people? You already know it's me, Alex, and today I'm gonna be throwing the red rock to Litecoin because Litecoin has started to move itself, and it's actually started to move itself even before Cardano, so it might be really interesting. So you already know Litecoin on USDT contracts is looking really well. I mean, it broke out quite a lot, so now we're gonna be start going for a Bitcoin contracts because I do think on Bitcoin contracts it has yet to gain something, especially after creating so many lows. It is time that it actually gains some levels and starts going up a little bit, right? Giving it potentially a much higher percentages as it can do on USDT, right? So yes, but don't forget to show us some love, guys. Hit that subscribe button and let me go on with the video. So yes, as you can already tell, you know what I'm looking at right now, right? We have created on higher time frames, we have created low after low, and then started gain something, and this is something where we would be longing at, and we probably did long it back in the day, and we also got wrecked because this is sort of a position where I'm gonna be taking trades a lot of times, and they're gonna be working from 70 to 80% of the time, right? But of course, not always that will happen, right? Some of the times you will also get wrecked, so 30% plays out. Also depends on how Bitcoin is looking at the time, right? And due to the fact that I'm seeing this is in March, it was probably pretty bad, early corona waves. Goes down, creates another low, and again you start gaining something and just creates another low. But now what you're looking at it here, and especially if I say this, you're seeing a little bit of a pattern, right? So basically what you have created here is what we like to call a 3 drives to low, which is basically an early statement that you're gonna be expecting a small reversal, right? So it is sort of a pattern, and I don't trade much of a patterns, right? But sometimes when it comes to alts, you gotta help yourself with it just a little bit, so that they don't actually escape you, right? And as you can see, we have created 3 drives to low, and now we're suddenly started pumping, we started gaining something, and also one important factor, we started to gain some volume at it again, right? So that's also a very good factor for us to be taking a trade at it. Now obviously you could take this trade on USDT contract as well, I don't mind, but I'm actually this time around I'm actually looking to make some money off Bitcoins, right? Because Bitcoins have stretched itself so much, we're still hanging on the same Bitcoin dominance levels, and I'm looking to multiply my Bitcoins just a little bit. We did it very fairly well on USDT, but now it's time to get some more Bitcoins before they essentially go to 50k, right? Wink, wink. We don't know if that's gonna happen yet. We first have to break 20k. I'm not gonna make some crazy assumptions, so you guys won't be doing any crazy trades. But yes, let us first go to the trades that I know how to do. And in this case, the area is fairly easy. You're buying the pullback when the Litecoin is going back right here, and we're placing the stop loss on a very well-known position, but I don't know how much that will net us yet. So the stop loss here is gonna net us crispy 10%, and you already know I prefer 10% the most because I do think it's the best. And now we have a couple of opportunities here. Again, depends on how far you want to take it, right? So the first profit target, you already know we're gonna be taking it safe. The first profit target, I usually have no craziness inside of me, except if I'm feeling bullish, which is sometimes do happen, and then I kind of overstretch it a little bit, and sometimes overstretching really pays off, but sometimes I also get wrecked, right? I mean, obviously it's just trading. So yes, so the first profit target is, you can see, not really something exciting, right? Not something that you would be particularly excited about. It's only 11% or 1.6 in R. But then what comes next, when you zoom out, you see the potential, and you see the potential of so much of this, like XRP, Litecoin, Cardano, right? They all do have this high time frame potentials because they've been up here and up here, and you can see that from down here all the way to up here is 300, 400, 500%. So you see potentials, because yes, these coins could soar again on those highs one at a time. Obviously too early to participate something as that for now, but it's not too early to give us some profit targets, some realistic profit targets for one to say, right? And let's see what's gonna happen. So the second profit target right here of much higher than our first one, and you can see the second profit target, and it's located quite high, and it's actually 34% or 3.3 R. So now we're starting to look a little bit better, right? Now we're starting to look a little more exciting on this coin, right? And then in this case, when we move up, all the way to the last profit target, and you know, and then we are going to be looking at about 71% or 7R, right? So now this trade is looking real fresh. And if you want to see more about this trade, I'll be talking about it tomorrow, or when this video is uploaded. It's going to be today actually, right? We're going to have a weekly live stream like we always do, so feel free to join that one, because we do talk about a deeper market analysis. You know, and maybe this time around, let's switch it out around and let's talk a little bit about feelings, and you know, how do you actually go into crypto trading, and how do you start, and how does, like, a complete novice, how do you actually come to trading, and how to start it. And you know, when I came to trading, I filled my head with all kind of bunch of bullshit info that you find everywhere on the internet, you know, because there's a bunch of, you know, stuff out there that costs like, I don't know, $50 to $100, and they just fill your head with complete shit, right? And when I mean shit, is mostly they trade mostly with indicators, and I already explained myself many times on this on live streams why I think indicators are bad for a novice, because with indicators you really have to have kind of a you really kind of have to have a really defined algorithmic strategy which you follow to your death, right? And with price action, yes, you're trading a little bit more loose, but due to the fact, don't get that wrong, right? I mean, if you're trading too loose, you're gonna be losing, right? But the thing is, I'm not trading too loose. I am trading a little bit more loosely, but that's why, because I have so much experience, because I've pulled thousands and thousands of trades, and I already know how to base my structures. I know exactly which structure, when I'm looking at a chart like this, I know exactly how strong this structure is, how strong this one is, and how strong this one is, right? So that's the difference, and that's something you can train up as well, right? So yes, join us there so you can kind of hear. I'm going to be talking a lot about this, and if you're a novice, it definitely will help out. And also, you know, ask questions down in the comments below what you want me to review next, or which coin you want me to check out next, right? You've seen that I've done Keeper not long ago, and Keeper absolutely performed very nicely for us. I mean, it tagged box like to the dot, and now it's like $150 $140, and if it continues to gain like this, I'm gonna do another video on Keeper, because I do think we can actually refill our trade on it, and you know, kind of even overstretch the profit targets a little bit more. But now enough about that. Like, I mean, back to Litecoin, you can already see this is just the beginning of what this trade could have net, right? Because we're only tagging the most important area on the entire chart. As you can see, this is the most important area on the chart, right? So if we are tagging this area just here, and we're taking the third profit target, well, it's most likely gonna be rejected, right? This is where the coin is most likely going to reject it, and then it's gonna pull back to somewhere like here. And you can again see why here, because again, it is important area. So it's gonna be probably rejecting somewhere to here, where you can refill the trade and possibly then go for something higher, right? So obviously we will be taking profit target here again, but then also we would be aiming a lot higher. So you'll see how far this trade can go, and it could really go far, because Bitcoin right now, I mean, we are pushing towards 17K. I mean, we're gonna be soon in that 17-20K gap, where we're gonna be looking actively for shorts. And you'll see once we get in there and we start, you know, kind of losing it a little bit sideways, it's gonna be real good, you know. We will have some real good potentials to make really a lot of good trades on alts, and it's probably gonna be a really good winter, you know. This time around, I do feel that we are gonna have a blessed winter, right? So yes, guys, please subscribe to our channel, join us at 4C Telegram free chat, and 4C Telegram free news, where we post the videos, do all of this, you know, beautiful stuff with Bitcoin analysis, altcoin analysis, and everything. And of course, keep watching us, and we will be seeing each other in the next one.